a lot of social convention is arbitrary. And that's one of the things that autistic people see and think ill of. The arrangements of forks on a table and knives and spoons, if you go to a really fancy dinner is a very visual one you can do, but what order they go into, well, they could have picked any order, really. So is it stupid that we have an order? No, it's not. That might be a little bit of a ridiculous example, but so many of these things we pick one way over other, and yes, it's just because, but what that allows people to do is be on the same page. And so even though it's arbitrary, it's functionally important. Any order might have done, but it's important that there is an order. So teaching them that just because it doesn't make sense to them, it may not really make sense as to why that is that way. But that doesn't mean that I can still tell you what's important. The top button of that thing, that's one of the most interesting diagnostic qualities of autism. Autistic people button the top button of their pillow. And nobody can explain to them why it's there and we don't button it. The answer to that is pretty simple. If it's there and the color of your shirt is actually a very important social signal that I can teach them, at work, at break, see if we're loosening our ties. That means we're moving from formal work to a setting, to a social setting where you can make some social headway, you can make social progress. And that's a key thing. So if it's not there, you don't get the credit for not buttoning it. It's showing how formal the environment is. Golf isn't exactly football. It's a little more formal than football, but it's not the office. And then that applies to the shirt, and it's a very silly, arbitrary thing, but it's actually is a very watching other people and whether or not they're buttoning or unbuttoning their top button is actually an important social cue that's useful.